Hey everyone. Okay, kind of random, but I've actually been doing a ton of writing lately, and um, I had this idea of making a video or actually creating a blog first about how to succeed as a college student. And I just had way too many ideas, and I'm kind of a little bit tired of writing right now, so I just decided to do this video instead. And I think as a college student, these are super important, very fundamental. Um, this is my personal experience with going back to school after I took a long break. I do have some bullet points here, but I just feel like we have technology. Let's use video instead of writing. Cool. Okay, so a little bit about myself. I took a long break from school, probably a year. And one of the advantages that I have, of course, going back to college after taking a long time, was my age. I know a little bit more of what I want, and I'm actually paying for my own school. So I actually know what I want to do. I have more of a direction than I did when I was 18 and 19. And when I see my peers, uh, in a nutshell, they're just taking these arbitrary classes, trying to fulfill units, trying to fit within their schedule, and they just don't know what they want to do. And one thing that I can bring, I think, with this video is it's okay if you don't know what you want to do, but take classes that interest you. That would be the starting point. Take classes that you gravitate towards. You like writing? Take an English class. You like rocks? Take geology. If I'm interested in geology, I'm not going to be taking classes that are music or swimming just to fulfill units. I'm going to take all those courses that interest me. So um, choosing a course is really important because you figure out more of what you want to do, and you're saving time, you're saving money, and it actually interests you. You're going to succeed in something that you like doing instead of applying myself in something that I'm weak at or I don't know how to handle. Okay, so I think one of the biggest mistakes as well is your perception of yourself as a student. If I think that I am a horrible test taker, I have poor memory, I'm a failure, I can never pass a test, horrible. Horrible, horrible. Chances are you're going to fail. Chances are you're going to be a horrible test taker and you're not going to be able to memorize things very well. When we get ourselves out of this mindset and we actually think that we're going to succeed, you succeed. You do not give up. You do not fail. You do not play a victim. You do not say that, oh, well, I don't know how to take tests. I mean, it just doesn't make sense to me. You're in school, you can mold yourself to however you want, apply yourself. This is what school's for. It's a big challenge, and put yourself out there, work hard for it to a short amount of time, and you're going to be glad that you did that. You gave your full effort. Let's see. Procrastination. Okay. I'm kind of a little bit up and down about this. I think when there's pressure, we can perform better, but you know yourself, and you know that goes back to perceiving yourself as a failure or you're not doing well as a student. If we give ourselves less amount of time to do something, but we know we need more. For example, I took a physiology and behavior class. This was an intense class for me. People breezed through it. I had a tough time. I got an A, hell yes. But I knew my limits, and I knew how much I could procrastinate and not procrastinate. For me, I needed a week, literally a solid week from a Monday to the next Monday, to sit and cram, and I was cramming. I was cramming 6 chapters, so maybe 150 pages of physiology. So I knew that it took me a solid week to study 150 pages of physiology. I know that I'm not going to study at day 4. I'm not going to know all the material. This is where procrastination, you need to know your limits with procrastination. And I felt that a week of that procrastination, I felt a week was enough time to help me get an A on the test. You know, if I studied too soon in advance, I'd probably be stressing out on the little details. If I studied a little bit later, it'd just be too late. I wouldn't do well. So, procrastination is good, but you have to know how long to procrastinate. You have to know yourself, and you have to really think about what helps you excel as far when you procrastinate. So, yes, good and bad, but I think the more that we stay up to date with our chapters, you know, sometimes we're going to be lazy and we're going to slip. It's totally fine. You know, it's kind of overwhelming. Just so much information. You know, taking 12, 15, 18 units, some students, it's a lot of information. It just really, really drains you out. So what is another one? Okay, this one is fascinating. Okay, for example, I'm taking whatever course with my peers, and 18, 19, 20. I ask them, how many units are you taking? 15, 18? You're taking 15, 18? Are you working? Yeah, 20 hours? Okay. So basically, you have no life outside of school is what it is. Yeah, I don't say it that bluntly, but they basically don't have a life out of school. I'm going to go back. I'm going to talk about balance too with school and living in life and what makes you happy. But okay, so you're taking 18 units. How are you doing in your classes? I think I'm going to withdraw from one. I'm failing one. I just really hope that I pass with a C, and I'm getting kind of like B's, and you know, 2 B's, a C. I think I'm going to fail one. Okay. So this is where it just doesn't make sense to me. So you're basically putting yourself through overload, college overload. I mean, I don't see the point of taking courses, overwhelming yourself to the point of where you're gonna fail and need to repeat the course. You're not only wasting your time, you're wasting your money, you're stressing out for no reason. You're taking 18 units, try 12. Work your way up. You know, I don't get how people really want to retake a course, and it's just a waste of time. I don't get it. So what I feel with course overload, my suggestion is to take your time, pick your classes, the ones that interest you. Some may or may not fit within the time frame. Like some courses are Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday. Figure out, you're working a lot, figure out the best choices for you. Also, when choosing your courses, I know teachers are important. When you do rate my professor, very, very important. Student feedback is crucial, I think, but also I wouldn't tailor my whole academic career around that. You have to do what fits with your schedule too, and push through it. Each teacher's different. You may actually really like a teacher that people hate, you know, so you never know. Or it might be the most influential. It might change your life. You don't know. Everyone's different. Setting yourself to fail. So, setting yourself up to fail is telling yourself, I'm going to take 18 units when you know that you really can't do it, and you know that you may fail one class. That's setting yourself up to fail. Another one would be procrastinating too much, partying too much, not balancing your school, your work, and your life. Let's see. I'm looking at my list and I'm getting a little distracted. So setting yourself up to fail is doing all the things that you know you should be doing, but you're not doing. I'll continue on to the rest of the bullets. All-nighters. I don't know if it's because I'm getting older or whatever it is, but all-nighters, when people pull all-nighters, no sleep for 24 hours, please sleep like 2 hours, something, anything. An all-nighter, you are not giving your body rest, you're not allowing your body to heal, you're absorbing so much information that you need to sleep in order to retain it and use it. I mean, have you ever been so tired that you're driving and you just feel like you're driving or you're walking, you feel like you're a zombie, like you're in a haze? Like, how can you expect to perform well mentally on an exam? Like, you can't. You have to sleep. You have to sleep. You can't. 2, 3, 4 people take Adderall. Crazy to me. I can't do the all-nighters. I think I did. This is my second semester back at Cal State Long Beach. I'm starting at a slow pace, but last semester I did 9 units, stressing a little bit there, but I managed to get through it. And I could not, all-nighters, couldn't do it. Slept at least 2, 3 hours, woke up, studied again, slept again, so can't do it. I would say no all-nighters, please. You need to heal and you need to sleep. Not eating. Okay. I sometimes forget I'm cramming for an exam or I'm studying for an exam, and I seriously can't feel how hungry I am. I just physically can't feel it. So I'll try to make sure that I'm keeping an eye on the time, that I haven't gone more than like 6 hours without eating something. It's too long for me. 6 hours is too long. I try to eat like every 4 hours. But sometimes, you get caught up and you're cramming, whatever. But not eating. Food is your fuel. Have you ever been so starving that you just are super cranky? Okay, pumpkin. You're super cranky, you can't concentrate, and then when you do eat, you just feel like a completely different person. You need that when you study. You need that fuel. You need to eat. Take the 20 minutes, 30 minutes that you take for yourself and walk down campus and go get something to eat is going to be an amazing mental break. You're gonna, if you try not to think so much about your exam and your test, give yourself that clarity when you're going to the cafeteria. You need to eat. This is something for you. Clear your mind. It's going to help you, I promise. And eat. Okay, balancing yourself. Creating personal time. I thought this was kind of a weird idea. I guess kind of like a dumb idea, because you think like personal time. Well, I'm going to school. Everything is around me, and it's about me, and it is, I'm studying. So this is my personal time. This is what I'm doing with my personal time. Personal time is doing something that is going to clear your head and what you want to do. It's taking a break away from your studies. It's taking a break away from being a student. This is super important. You need personal time. You need time to re-energize. You need time to but anyway, so I took a health psychology course, and this course I had to do a behavior change for at least 6 weeks. So a behavior change was essentially changing a habit. So it can be, I want to floss, I want to start exercising, I want to change my diet. And the idea of this behavior change was that you don't want to overwhelm yourself. You want to do something that's going to be realistic for you. And what I ended up doing was, I want to exercise again. I used to lift weights, I used to exercise so much. I stopped doing it, and I said, I want to exercise again. I didn't think I had any time. I didn't think that I was capable. I was drained all the time from work and school, but being held accountable and knowing that I had to do a project for 6 weeks, I had to squeeze in the time to exercise. And exercise for me is my personal time. I really, really love doing it. Anything from bike riding to running, circuit training, anything. I absolutely love exercising. So my personal time, I managed to find time to exercise. Not only is that good for you overall in your health, and especially being a student, it clears your head. I just found the time to do it for myself, and this is what we miss as being a student. We don't do things for us that make us happy or that we're interested in aside from school and being a student. So this is a long video, 15 minutes, sorry guys. So another thing, one of the biggest ones I think is stress reduction. School is very nerve-wracking and it can make you really anxious, and if you're an anxious person like myself, it takes a lot of training and it takes a lot of mindfulness and some clarity too, but stress reduction. Do everything you can to create a stress-free environment while you are a student. You have party friends that want to go out, they need to be understanding. You have, and by partying, I mean when you party, you're going to procrastinate usually, and procrastination results in not studying, and if you don't study, you're going to be stressed. So doing what you can throughout the semester to reduce your stress. Try not to procrastinate, get some sleep, eat well, choose the courses that interest you, make you time, change your perception of yourself. You're not going to fail. You're here, you're bright, you got accepted into the college, you're not going to fail, you're not going to let yourself fail. Why would you let yourself fail? You know, it's just, it doesn't make sense. Sure, we may not be good at things, and that's fine. I'm totally weak at things. I would totally fail chemistry, you know, like if I applied myself, I would do well. But if I took a test right now or something, of course I would fail. No one's perfect, but I mean, this is my suggestion as far as being a student. So hopefully you enjoyed this. I don't know if I'm going to do any more of these videos, but 17 minutes already of this video, and I would have been typing for days. So I hope this helped you. If you want to leave some comments, cool. If you want to ask questions, go for it. If you're confused about some things, awesome. But hopefully you found this useful. Okay? Peace, and I hope you're having a good summer and have a good fall semester. Let's do it.